Day two of the fifth test at the Kia Oval, and what a game this is turning out to be here. India getting bowled out completely there on this morning there for 224, and England batting, not getting much in the end, but a small lead there of 22 runs, and 247 is all that they could manage. But India have come out batting and they have done very well, in my opinion. They're 75 for 2 at the end of day's play on what looked like England were going to bat through. But the Indian bowlers, they're showing why this series is going to be one of the best and one of the most remembered when it comes to India versus England. So let's get into it. But before going ahead, requesting our viewers, please hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget, leave your comments in the comments section. Sheldon, how do you sum up the day's play today? India would have loved to get some more runs in their first innings, but that got over pretty much in half an hour. And England come out there and they baseball their way, both the openers.
Oh, Dil, everyone's been talking about the spice in the series, but I thought both teams were very generous today. I mean, first India with the bat, they got blown away very early. England then got into a very good position, and then they just collapsed, losing almost 8 wickets for 100 runs approximately, and then India as well losing 2 wickets at the end. But it's just been that kind of series, right? Till whenever one side gets a bit ahead, the other side just pulls them back and says, you know what, this is the two teams playing. But Dil, how much better is cricket when the ball is doing something, right? I mean, it's
Yeah.
just so much better. Like, don't get me wrong, flat pitches are great. It's great to boost the averages. It's great, entertainment for some. But this is so much better, Dil. When the bowlers have a say on the game and when they can actually make an impact, it's so good to see, Dil. I thought so many brilliant performances today at the ball. It started with Atkinson, Dil. I want to start with him also because he returned to the side. Obviously, he missed the first four test matches due to an injury he got in the test against Zimbabwe. He's had an excellent start to test
Yeah.
cricket, and well, if you saw him playing today, you wouldn't tell he was injured. You'd think he was just playing all this while. His rhythm was good. He had more rhythm than most of the other English bowlers as well. And yeah, Dylan, I thought Atkinson set the tone early on for England with those 3 wickets he took today.
Yeah, Gus Atkinson, they bowled brilliantly. 5 wickets in the match already for him, and really doing well there. And England would have been very happy to get out India. Of course, Karun Nair batting overnight along with Washington Sundar couldn't add enough there, but this pitch has still got a lot in it,
Yeah.
Sheldon. This pitch is still alive, and this match also is still alive. And we do not know, what's going to happen basically in the next couple of days. But it's already looking like an interesting test match here. And let's come to the India bowlers, Sheldon. And Mohammad Siraj, Prasid Krishna, I thought bowled their heart out, especially Mohammad Siraj. I think a lot has been said about him. He bowled his heart out, but today he proved, Sheldon, what a bowler he is, what a performer he is. He gets hit for runs, but no matter, he comes in, runs in hard, hits the deck, no nonsense, just takes wickets and gets the job done. And that too in the absence of Bumrah. Once again, he stepped up and shown that, he's the one to go to.
Yeah, the Siraj has been brilliant. I mean, throughout the series, to play all 5 test matches, only he and Wokes played all 5 test matches. Obviously, Wokes unfortunately got injured, on the first day, so he couldn't complete the game. But Siraj did absolutely brilliant. I mean, to keep going and keep going and keep going, and for him to bowl long spells as well today, because India played a seamer shot. Not enough they're making this guy play 5 games. They're like, okay, Siraj, you're going to bowl extra this game because we're playing a seamer shot. But he was brilliant. Krishna as well did a bit of redemption for him. I thought
Yeah.
he was a bit unlucky in the first 2 games on two absolute roads. I mean, even McGrath would have struggled a bit in those 2 games still. Yeah, but he was very good today when there was something in it for the bowlers. I thought his height made a difference as well. He got some good
Yeah.
bounce there. And yeah, I thought his best day of the tour for sure, Dil Krishna. He bowled very well today.
Yeah, both of them bowled really well, and of course, Chris Woakes not playing, so England, of course, one batter shot and a bowler also
Yeah.
shot there. But in the end, Mohammad Siraj and Prasid Krishna, I thought, bowled absolutely brilliant on this pitch, and both of them taking 4 wickets each. And let's come to England's batting. I think whenever there is a lot of difficulty and the pitch is doing a lot, I think then they switch on that baseball mode, Sheldon, and they come out all guns blazing. And today we've seen that Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley were in some mood, and you somehow felt that those two guys were batting in the pitch. And if you had to remove both their knocks, Sheldon, out of this innings, this England team would have been rolled over easily.
Yeah, and yes, there are often critics that say they go too hard and throw away the wickets, but honestly, those two made a big difference in the game. I mean, England probably been out of it by now, Dil, if those two didn't play that way and they got it early, because everyone else struggled, and Root, Pope, and all tried to play normally as well. They tried to play more traditional, tried to see off the bad balls, but eventually they got a ball with their name on it, and they didn't get too many runs. But when those two are batting, Dil, it looked like a different pitch, right? Crawley and Duckett. Crawley some great cover drives, and Duckett, Dil, can you explain to me that shot he played
I
of the
can't.
short ball? I mean, and that over, Dil, he was being rattled as well. He got hit. There was a chance, it looked like he was in discomfort, and then he plays that reverse pull. I think that's what he called
I
it
don't
off
know
the.
what you call that shot, man. That was outrageous. Simply outrageous when the pitch is doing so much there
Yeah,
and, just running in, the bowler's running in so hard and he just like switch hits him behind the
yeah,
keeper for a six. And that's absolutely insane. And he does that not once but twice. But like they say, Sheldon, you live by the sword and you die by the sword. Akashdeep having the last laugh there. And the series, I mean, the build up to this game also, there's so much of talk going on. Of course, Gambhir with the ground staff, having that little fiasco there, and all the stuff that's happened before in the four matches, and now again, even today, they're rattling Joe Root up. I've never seen Joe Root like that, Sheldon, behave. He looked really unhappy there.
yeah. Dil, I'm sure they said he ain't reaching Sachin's landmark runs. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I've never seen Joe Root rattle as well. Dil. I've seen a lot of Joe Root play, but yeah, today he did seem a bit rattled. I don't know what was said there, but oh, Dil, I think some will complain. They'll say there's been too much between the two sides, too much chatter, too much this. It's brilliant, Dil. I mean, I think it's great. No
You
one
love
wa
that. You're an advocate for this stuff,
Yeah,
Sheldon. I know.
brilliant. I want more of this, in fact, Dil, because ultimately you don't want to see two nice teams just shake hands. Say at the end of the game, I understand. There is a lot of respect I feel between these two
Whoever
sides.
offers their hand to shake first,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
exactly. That's be both sides. But yeah, I think it's brilliant. I mean, while you're playing on the pitch, both teams want to win. It's not just one team, and I think we have seen that through the series, that both teams are fighting hard. Two brilliant sides as well, two of the best sides in the world, and we've seen that, and they've gone punch for punch throughout this series, and we've after 2 days here, you can hardly separate. I do feel India slightly ahead. I think given that also, England are bowlerless. India batting third. England, whatever they have to chase, will be tough on this pitch. I
Yeah,
don't see it getting easier. I think in
yeah.
2 days we've seen it move quite a bit. And what we've seen in this pitch more than other pitches, Dill, is a side can be blown away. Like, if a bowler gets in a spell, like he could really rattle through. England collapsed today. India early this morning as well collapsed a bit. So, yeah, honestly, anything can happen, Dill. And I don't think this one's going to 50, Dill, unless the rain gods have something to say about it.
Oh yeah, let's hope and see if it goes to the 50, but it's highly unlikely. But India's approach, you would say, is the right one, Sheldon, in their
Yeah.
second innings. Jaiswal, of course, standing tall there, and he knows this is, one last innings that he's got over here
Yeah.
in England, and he's making it count there. Brilliant half century already to him. KL Rahul, unfortunately, the series ends for him. They're 500 runs plus again in the series. I thought it's one of the better series that he's played, the way he's applied himself. But Jaiswal batting along with Akashdeep, the night watchman. What would be India's plan there for tomorrow, Sheldon? Because they would really want to get this total ahead and build on that. And I think for any new batsman that's going to walk out there and bat, it's going to be very tough. So if you have a set batter there, that batter has got to take all the risk. I think, and I think the way Ben Duckett and Zach Crawley played, I think is the way you play on this pitch. Because, like you
Yeah.
said, there's going to be a ball with your name on it around the corner. So you might as well go for it. Yeah, take calculated risks, right?
Yeah, and I think Jaiswal's game suits that as well, Dil. I think also with the absence of punt, Jaiswal becomes even more important because he's one of the
Yeah,
free-flowing players in this side. And he is someone who can, go from 50 to 100 very quickly. So I think for him, especially, it's to play the same way. Keep attacking, keep putting away the bad balls, put pressure on England. Because I feel India didn't do that enough in the first innings,
yeah.
put pressure back on England. But you can see Jaiswal was doing it more and he was trying to, attack. And I think that's key for India. Look to score runs. Look to get 200 plus. 200 plus will be handy on this pitch if it stays the same. So I think for India, it's to be positive. If there's, boundaries on offer, take it because I think it's going to be very crucial that they bat well in that first session tomorrow.
Yeah, but there's a saying that catches win matches. Will those three drop catches come back to haunt them, Sheldon? And the two of Jaiswal already, and one was of Sai Sudarshan, of course there. But two of those catches, Sheldon, I think were regulation catches. One by Harry Brook, of course, went a little higher, but Harry Brook is known to take those catches,
Yeah.
and Dawson, I don't know what was he doing. I think he was completely blindsided. He couldn't see the ball completely, and it hit him on his neck there. But uh, how costly are those chances going to be for England? Because if India get off tomorrow to a good score, I think they would be ruining their chances.
Oh, Dil, yeah, and the first one you mentioned, Brooks' chance. Brooks an excellent fielder. He's taken some stunners even in this series, also like one-handed and stuff. And yeah, I think he'll be upset. Yeah, it was a bit high, but also at that time, Dil, India were not even in the lead. That
Exactly.
boundary got India the lead, in fact, which went through Brooks. So yeah, it could be a key moment, Dil, and India probably thinking we need a bit of luck. They've been a bit unlucky at times in the series, Dil. So India will be looking and saying, you know what, it's okay. We need a little bit of that. Is not gonna hurt us. So yeah, I think Jaiswal got a kick on now. He did the hard yards. He got 50. Tomorrow will be tough when he first comes in. But it's key for India that he kicks on and makes a big one, Dil, because if he gets a big one, then the rest can just bat around him and get to a decent score.
Yeah, and how much would India uh, probably get? I think around 250, Sheldon, on this pitch is going to be a bit tough to chase also, but anything in excess of that 280 also, I think,
Yeah.
280 plus, I think would be a really good score on this pitch.
Yeah.
But the pitch is doing a lot there. It's not easy for the batters to come out there and do this stuff, but you got to say India, when they come out to bowl England out, I think they'll have to bowl again, they're hard out, and I think Mohammad Siraj again, I think would be the leader of this pack. And how crucial is this, Sheldon? Because I think in the and when you look at this on a whole, this whole series, there whatever the scorecard at the end may read, whether it's 3-1 or 2-all, I think it won't justify the fact that how close the series has gone, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if England do in 3-1 also, India will be looking and saying, how did we lose 3-1? Because India could have won all those games they lost. It was that
Yeah.
close, those games as well, Dil. So yeah, India definitely want to make it 2-2. And yeah, it's been so close, Dil. You just think of the games. The first one, going right down to the wire. Second one, India hammered England. So that wasn't really a close one. I think that was the only one-sided game you'd say in the series. But
Yeah.
yeah, after that third, fourth game also, Dil, going right down to the end, the last day. And yeah, this one looks as well like it's going to be a nail biter. And what a brilliant series. I almost can't believe it's almost over. We are into, the end. Rahul, when
Yeah.
he got it, also looking, you're like, oh my God, Rahul's not going to bat again. He also brilliant, Till. I mean, we didn't mention more, but I thought he's been superb this series, Till, with the bat. He's really set the tone. And I think one of his best series, Till, in an Indian shirt. He was just superb.
Absolutely, the KL Rahul and Shubman Gill, the top two highest scorers in this series already. Mohammad Siraj has become the leading wicket taker in this series, going past Ben Stokes. But how important is Stokes to this team? I know he's not playing this Test match, and he would have loved to bowl on this pitch, and I think England will be missing him. I think the leadership that he brings and the
Yeah.
way he bowls, he's been in England's best bowler, and you could see that Josh Dong also, that first few overs were was all over the place he was bowling at, but finally got his line and went right in this innings. I think when he was bowling there, but how important is Stokes going to be, in the end? Because he's put his body on the line literally for this series,
Yeah.
and if England go on to lose this test, or won't probably win this test, how important is that going to be, Sheldon, for them?
Oh, that's massive. I mean, you look at Stokes' injury, that could be a crucial moment in the series as well, Dil. And he gave his heart out, Dil, with bat, with ball, with field. And it turned out it was pretty serious injury as well. So he played the last 2 days with that injury. I mean, that's just a champ. And you wouldn't notice it also on the field, Dil. He still bowled on that last day when it was probably injured as well. So yeah, he is a crazy cricketer, Dil. I mean, no questioning his character and the way he fights for this team as well. And I think him as a cricketer Dill, in this England team just makes them 10 times better. I
Yeah.
mean, in the field, in the runouts he can do, with the ball, on those flat decks, Dill, early in the series, he was putting his heart out and getting something out of the pitch. He must be like the second amount of, the team they make a pitch like this where he would have been a handful, Dill. If he got to bowl on this
Yeah.
pitch, he would have been a handful. So yeah, a big loss. But yeah, I think this if England do manage to win this, it'll mean a lot more because no Stokes as well. Archer also, went out of the side, so it'll show a lot of character. Wokes as well wasn't able to complete the game, so for them, if they can somehow pull this off, it'll show a lot of character. Even for Ollie Pope leading this game, just
Yeah.
thrown the leadership into this game. So yeah, it could be a big moment as well for this England side.
Yeah, a crucial day coming up tomorrow when day three starts. India will have to come out. They're leading by 52 runs currently and would love to get a lot more on this and dominate this test match as it goes because they have a lot of questions to be answered and a point to prove as well. A lot has happened in the series, but it's slowly coming to an end. This Anderson-Tendulkar trophy, as it's called there. But stay tuned for more updates on Boundary Line Podcast, guys, and we'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.